Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be going over pre-effects, post-effects, and post-mixer, and this is where the audio is being routed from a particular track. You can choose that, and we're going to be using the sidechain compressor capability here. So we have this piece of music here, right, and we're going to sidechain this little bit to the kick. Right, so we have that open. We'll sidechain yet 17 audio. So we have pre-effects. So this is it. What this is doing is it's taking the audio of the kick, and you have three choices of at what point you want to take the audio from. Pre-effects. So this would be an effect. So you would take the audio from here physically, and that's really useful. So say if you have like your sidechain dialed in, right, you can listen to it here. Right, let's say if you have your sidechain dialed in and you want to make a change to your kick. Well, if you change, the ballistics and the funness of your kick, it'll alter your sidechain. So if you have it on post effects, you can hear it. Right, so it's taking everything post effects and routing it into the sidechain detection circuit. I call it a circuit traditionally. If you have pre effects, it completely doesn't care about what's going on in here. It takes the raw audio pre-effects, right? So you have basically two ways to kind of shape the sound, and for sidechain compression I would typically do pre-effects because you're gonna need to have the kick kind of doing that. And if you have, say, post-effects and you have like a delay, you can hear you see that the compressor is being triggered like quite a bit, right? And it could get kind of messy in your mix, and you'd be like, why does it sound weird? So you just set it back to pre-effects, and you're good as gold. So yeah, I'll set that down there. So say if you want to make, let's just ignore this for now, say if you want to make like a parallel chain. So we'll kind of have this, and we'll have the audio sent from 18, so external in, 18 in, right? So we have double. So I want it, we can go pre-effects, so even if we bring this volume down, right, it's still being routed because we're receiving the audio pre-effects. And that's useful too, because you wouldn't want like a reverb. Say we have a reverb here, you wouldn't want a reverb going into, like, say, our parallel chain here. But if we want, we can go post effects, and then we'll get it. We'll get the reverb. And that's a good way to kind of clean up your sound. Also, I should mention, if you have it post mixer, so everything after this mixer section is being routed into here, which is useful. So if you automate the volume, it's kind of unified between all these, and it's the default setting anyway, so you should kind of keep it. So yeah, it's kind of all right for mix downs. You have to use like a utility or your volume out on your compressor here, but you can make it work. And it all works in unison. So as a rule, for the sidechain compressor or any kind of compression, I would recommend you use, I'll go 17, pre-effects, so changes you make in the mix won't affect your compression and kind of make it all lopsided without you even like realizing you're completely altering the dynamics of the things you're sidechaining to your kick. It's kind of important, in my opinion. So yeah, keep it at pre-effects. Play around with post effects and post mixer for your parallel tracks, your serial compressor, or your parallel compression, and other fun things. If you're double tracking, then yeah, basically it. And I think that's everything about that. Yeah, all right, have a good one, and take care.